back. This time I got y'all on another herbal video. I had a few people actually hit me up and ask me why did I stop posting herbal videos. And if you caught my catch up with me video, you guys know that I started a new job and your girl be tired. The leader of the Rockstar gets tired. First off, if you are new, welcome to the channel. We do it all here. We got some wrestling for you. We got makeup. We got herbal videos. We got conspiracy videos. We got it all on this channel. If you are a returning rock star, welcome back. I missed you. How you been? So today's video, we know it's about to get a little cold. And if you live in New York City, our winters are very hit or miss, very atrocious. And somebody like me, I'm always cold. I am always, as soon as it gets below 50 degrees, it is cold. And New York City, it actually dropped down to the low 60s in the last week. And I want to shout out whoever started turning the cab's heat on at work, because it's been nice to walk onto a train and the cab is nice and warm and I ain't have to worry about it. So it's getting cold. And now I have not been diagnosed anemic, but I'm convinced somewhere I'm like borderline anemic, because like I said, I get cold, I get dizzy when I stand up too fast. Like, I got a lot going on. So this is going to be an iron video. Now, before we get started, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse, I'm not a medical professional. I am just somebody who in the last 2, almost 3 years has taken up studying natural remedies to get off of this modern Western medicine, because the modern Western medicine is trying to take us out now. If you know, you know. If not, I got a video for that. But I've been looking for ways to, you know, kind of help with my iron issue. And I recently found out that the over-the-counter iron that we all buy is not the iron that you need. It is not the iron that your body needs and can absorb, which tripped me out, because I was faithfully taking this over-the-counter iron and all it was doing was constipating me. I promise you, that over-the-counter stuff is no bueno. Stop buying it. So first off, why does your body need iron? Your body needs iron because it makes hemoglobin, and that is what makes it takes the oxygen from your lungs to the rest of your body parts. So usually if you're having an issue somewhere, usually the first thing you want to know is if it's iron getting to it. I'm also someone who, I bruise very easily. Just seeing that when I was little, and then when I was wrestling I would bruise easily, and now on these trains and certain model of trains, the cabs, some cabs are smaller than others. You got operators that love hitting switches very hard, and you get tossed around the cab and you get banged up. So I had actually a really nasty bruise on my arm a couple of weeks ago, and you see that it's gone. So you got two types of iron. You got hemi and non-hemi. Hemi is what comes from your animal products. So that's your main source is going to be beef. Now me, again, I'm not a red meat eater heavily. Like, I'll eat a burger, like that's where I usually get most of my red meat from. I'm not a steak girl. If like someone cooks it, I'll eat it, but like I don't be like, yo, I need some steak. Like, I'm not one of those people. But that is where your animal heme is going to come from. Your non-heme is going to come from plants, herbs. That's what we're going to get into. We're going to talk about the plants, because I know a lot of y'all are trying to choose this vegan lifestyle. I'm not. If anything, I am trying to get off poultry at least. So, and I've noticed when I don't eat poultry, my mood is 40 times better. Just something for you to think about. The first herb we're going to get into is going to be nettle. Now me, I love me some nettle, because I feel nettle just goes for everything. I usually like to drink my nettle in a tea. Certain herbs are going to be better for you as a tincture. Like, this is what my herbal teacher has been running a lot in class, is that certain herbs you got to put in alcohol. You have to put it in 100 proof vodka or some type of alcohol for it to release the medicinal purposes. a lot of root herbs like your burdocks, your, what did we do last week? Echinacea, stuff like that. You're going to have to let it soak in alcohol because you're not going to get the benefits of it from boiling it in hot water. Hot water is going to bring out the minerals and the vitamins. So nettle, I love me some nettle tea, y'all. I love hot nettle tea. Hot nettle tea with some peppermint. Thank me later. So nettle, it's going to help with iron absorption. It has vitamins A, B, C, and K. You can use it as a tonic. You can use it as a tea. Again, because I'm still learning a lot of, you know, what to do with certain herbs, and I've apparently been doing a lot of it very backwards and kind of wrong. But I'm a tea girl. I will boil any and everything at this point and throw some honey or agave in it and drink it. So nettle tea, you can make it into a tea. Nettles, because it's a green plant, so it has a lot of chlorophyll in it. It's one of those that has probably more iron than spinach, and I love me some spinach, y'all. I love me some spinach. I love me some kale. But nettles are also good for your allergies. That's not what this video is for, but I noticed too in the spring when I started drinking nettles, it definitely kind of stopped me from needing Benadryl during the spring. So that was a plus. The next thing we're going to talk about, dandelion. Now, you remember how we were little, they used to tell us dandelions were really bad? Like, oh my God, you have dandelions in your yard. Kill them, get rid of them, get rid of them. Y'all, they've been having us kill our medicine. I did not know dandelion. Well, I did know dandelion because I grew up in New York. But I didn't know yarrow and mullein grow in New York. Like, but yeah. A lot of these herbs grow in the city and they grow wild, and they're treating them with pesticides and chemicals, which is insane. But dandelion, like, I love dandelion root. It's one of my favorite things because I've started making coffee with it. Yes, side story, roasted dandelion root and chicory, you grind it, makes a wonderful coffee supplement. I have a cop on my run that he drinks a lot of Red Bull, and I told him about this combination to get him kind of started off the Red Bull, and I didn't think he was gonna go home and order this stuff and make it, and he went home and did it, and he said it was really good. So yeah, so dandelion is gonna flush you because it's a diuretic, so you're gonna be on the toilet a lot. So I have to be careful when I'm at work and if I take dandelion to work, because some of my runs are 2 hours one way, and I have no bathroom, so I have to be really careful about if I take, like, what line I'm on if I take dandelion to work with me that day. But dandelion, you can use both the roots and the leaves, and it's great to use as a tea, but you can also use the roots as a tincture. Again, you have to put it in some type of alcohol, and when you put it in the alcohol, it's going to extract the medicinal properties. And in that way, you can take that and help, you know, boost your iron in your system. Next is another plant similar to dandelion. I've never seen this plant, or maybe I have, just haven't noticed what it is. But yellow dock, it is also a weed. Same situation as dandelion, but unlike dandelion, dandelion's gonna make you pee. Yellow dock is gonna make you do the other thing, and it's gonna stimulate your colon and your liver. So again, just be mindful with taking certain herbs. Some may flush you, some may run you. Do your research. The information I read, it said that it is best used as a tincture or a syrup because if you boil it, it has a really bitter taste. A lot of roots have very bitter taste. A lot of herbs have very bitter taste. If you're somebody who, like me, you have like a high sugar diet and you love sugar, like I love sweets, that bitter taste is going to turn you off. Like, it took me a while. It's like just recently I've been able to start kind of taking my teas without agave or without honey. So especially if I'm in a rush, like or if I'm at work and I just have the herbs with me and I don't have any sugar or honey, and I just got some hot water, I gotta take the L for what it is. So yeah, but it's also not recommended if you're pregnant. because it'll stimulate contraction. So again, this is why a lot of the herbs, you have to do your research on people. Again, I already told y'all, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a registered nurse, I am not a licensed medical profession. I am just someone who's into herbs. So do your research like I'm doing mine. If you're interested, they do have classes at Remedy Herbal Shop if you live in the New York City area. Jo, who is my herbal teacher, she runs phenomenal classes. Very small classes too, so it's not going to be like a massive influx of people. Like, I think our largest class is usually like 6 or 7 people. And she has classes like twice a week, so if you can't make one, you can make the other. So if you live in the New York City area, I would definitely invest in going to one of her classes so you can start getting this information. I definitely feel like I said, they've been helpful for the last few classes I've been going to. And I've been learning a lot, like in a 2-hour, 2.5-hour time frame. I've been learning a whole lot. And again, the internet is your best friend. Books, I have herbal books now, so that's what I do. I just start researching stuff, and I know what works, what's been working for me. Next up, something everybody I think has in their kitchen at this point is parsley. Parsley is another one that it's a green herb. It has vitamin K, vitamin A, vitamin C. It's high in magnesium, high in potassium. You use it on your food if you don't want to make it into a tea. I make parsley tea not regularly. I've made it before. I mean, the taste isn't bad. It's not the greatest. Like, it's not a taste that would turn you off, but it's not a memorable taste like, oh my god guys, you're like, you need to like, this tea is bomb, that type of situation. But you can make it into a tea, and that will also help. That also has a high amount of iron in it as well. It's up there with the nettles. Next is something I've talked about in an immunity video. Wait, somewhere floating, somewhere up here over my head, it'll be floating. Sarsaparilla. It tastes horrid, but again, it's really good. Jamaican sarsaparilla, Mexican sarsaparilla, at this point, I don't care what country you're getting it from, get you some sarsaparilla. It's anti-inflammatory as well. Again, I've been boiling it, but I think at some point I'm gonna take all my woody herbs, all my roots, and I'm just gonna make tinctures out of everything. I'm gonna just get a bottle of vodka and just make tinctures out of everything and go from there. And usually if you're going to make a tincture, you have to let it set for a minimum of 6 weeks. So we made an echinacea tincture in class last week, so it should be good to go. I think in November, like early November, I should be able to use it. But again, that'll be another video for, I'll give you guys an update on immunity herbs at some point. I don't know when, maybe in the next few weeks. Like I said, it's getting cold in New York, so I know everybody's going to start rolling back with that getting sick foolery, because you know how y'all give it up. So we'll figure it out. 2 more things, guys. Burdock root. Now, I've been drinking burdock root in my Upful Blends food for the blood tea. I haven't been drinking it consistently like I was at one point. I have to get back on it. Like I said, I'm going to start jumping back on a lot of the stuff I was taking, just because I know the weather's about to change, and your girl, you know, if I start slipping up, they're going to get me. So I definitely got to start taking back that. But burdock, it's a vegetable. I didn't know they sell the actual burdock in stores, but apparently they do. You have to go to like a really good health food store. They sell burdock root as the actual vegetable. It's related to sunflowers, which is really dope. Like, I wouldn't have thought that. And it's used throughout medicine. Like I said, it's used for immunity. You can use it clearly for your iron. It's anti-inflammatory. It aids with digestion, and it helps with gut health, which, again, usually the first sign of illness, your gut is going to tell you that you're sick. Whether that's changing appetite, you're not able to keep anything down, you're not hungry, your gut is always going to be, your gut is your second brain. Your gut is going to always tell you when something's wrong. So get you some burdock root. And the last thing, Moringa leaves. Now, I don't take moringa leaves. The only leaves that I really be messing with would be soursop leaves, because I'm not just like, I don't jump on every fruit that people talk about. I have the taste buds of a 5-year-old, so I haven't been able to get into the soursop fruit, but the soursop leaves be holding me down. But apparently moringa leaves are good. I used to take moringa bitters, but it was just something I couldn't get jiggy with. Like, when I tell you, I couldn't take the taste of moringa bitters. It didn't matter what I put it in. I got a whole bottle of moringa bitters just sitting there, and I know it's getting more and more potent. Like, I can't, y'all. I was trying. But moringa leaves are high in magnesium, high in vitamins A and C, and they have more iron than spinach. So you guys see what a lot of these green herbs are. They keep telling you, eat your spinach, eat your spinach. Eat your spinach though. Like I said, I love me some spinach. I'll kill me some spinach every now and then. But these green herbs have a lot of the same. It has the chlorophyll, it has the magnesium, it has the vitamins in it. Get you some green herbs. Stop playing yourself, y'all. Y'all playing right now. Stop playing yourselves. So, again, moringa leaves, burdock, sarsaparilla, parsley, yellow dock, dandelion, and nettle. Pretty sure there's more, but those were like the main things that I came across, and I know that I have in my cabinet, minus the yellow dock and the moringa leaves. Everything else I have in my cabinet. So I'm telling y'all now, it's going to be cold. It is going to be cold. The winter is going to be rough, so you should start stocking up on this stuff now. We're not gatekeeping in 2022. We're not gatekeeping in 2023. We're not going to gatekeep any of this information, because that's what they want us to do. I am not going to gatekeep if it means I can keep people healthy. I tried to tell y'all last year with everything that was going on. So we're going to keep the pace going. I want everybody to be healthy. Let's go into the new year healthy. I'll put the address and the website for remedies down below. I'll put the Upfolds link. I'll put the Bolingo link. Like, all the places I order my herbs from, I'll put the links in the description bar so you guys can start stocking up as well. Again, just be mindful. Don't go ham though. Like, don't be buying out the store. Like, we gotta, you know, everybody gotta get something. So don't be buying out the stores, y'all. And just, yeah, stay healthy, y'all. Like I said, it's the weather's changing in a lot of places. A lot of places don't have clean water right now. So if we can do anything to keep our immunities up, let's do that. I will definitely give you guys an update on immunity herbs. Like, I will make sure, once I go to my class for that and I review my notes and everything, I'll give you guys an update on that. All right. So as always, thank you guys for watching. I love you guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.